Welcome back. Okay. Welcome back to Open Minds at Creative Alliance. I'm your teacher, your visual arts teacher, Miss Jasmine. And let's just jump right into today's lesson. Today we're going to learn how to do an acrylic pour. Okay, basically we're going to pour acrylic paint onto a canvas. Okay. So for your materials today, you're going to need your canvas, of course. So I chose this canvas with the stretched canvas with the edges instead of the flat panel, so you can just pick it up and grab it easily. Sorry. You're gonna need some cups, so 4 cups. Okay. So this is where we're gonna place the canvas on top of the cups. All right. We'll get to that in a second. You're gonna need cups for the different types of, different colors, because we're gonna be pouring paint into each of these cups. And you're gonna need your paint. Okay. You can pick whatever color you want. So make it as colorful as you want. Make it vibrant. It's going to be really cool, the end product. So pick whatever colors you want. I just picked out everything but like black, brown, and white. I didn't want those in mine. Okay. So let's get started. Also, you want to put something down underneath the canvas. So you can put plastic. I put paper towels under mine. You can cover the entire table just to protect the surface from getting paint on it. Okay. And you want water, of course. Okay, I poured some in a cup, just in case. And you're gonna need water because we're gonna be mixing water with the paint, okay? And I think that's it. Yes, you can use gloves too if you don't want to get paint on your hands, but I'm just gonna not put gloves on today. All right, let's get started. So let's start by setting our canvas up on the 4 cups, okay? So make sure they're even. I'm going to lift the canvas up and show you the end product, of course, so put it on the edge of the canvas, like this, so it sits on top, okay? And now, we're just going to go ahead and get started. This is really a simple lesson today. So take your cups and separate them. I don't even know how many colors I chose, but this is for each color, okay? Go ahead and pour some water into these. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. This is a little canvas, so if the canvas was bigger, we would need much more materials than this. And then go ahead and start pouring your paint into each cup. So you want to pour a different color in each cup, okay, for this one. Just be random about it. You don't have to, be strategic with this. If this is your first one, it's going to be really cool. You can make a whole bunch of these. So I accidentally poured 2 colors in one. Whoops. It's no big deal. So I forgot to grab a paintbrush. We need to stir the paint in the water. So give me a second, I'll be right back, okay? You can just grab an old paintbrush if you want, or whatever type of stirring tool you want to use, a palette knife, something, a stick. You can do popsicle sticks to stir them. Actually, let me get some of those. I'm sorry. So here we have the popsicle sticks, okay? I thought I'd put everything on my table to get started. But I forgot. So So you really want to use a different one for each, so you won't blend the colors just yet. You want to use, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Just throw them in there. Okay? Also, if you don't want to use cups, you can use it. If you have a drying rack at home, that's also cool too, to help lift up the canvas so it won't be touching the table. Because you want the paint to drip, okay, on the sides. So let's just stir this. So you want to put more paint in there than water, okay? If you feel like it's too much water in there, add more paint. And then stir as good as you can. You also can use something called pouring medium, which is the more ideal tool to use. You can get that from Michael's or any art supply store. That helps you pour any type of, well, yeah, pour the paint on there. Okay? Splashing myself. But today we're just going to use water. You can also use Elmer's glue. Okay? If you want to do that, you can. The Elmer's glue, you can pour it in the cup and then put the paint in there and then stir it, okay? But you want to make sure you have more paint than the thing you're adding in there, okay? So I'm going to go back in and just add more paint, okay? Just keep stirring to get the consistency. You really only need a little bit of water. Okay. This is actually a fun project. I've done a couple of these. You can make little ones, you can get a big canvas and do a big one, but you would need way more paint than this. And our teal, the last color. There's different ways you can do this, okay? You want to make sure you have this is acrylic paint, and you want to make sure it's like flowing pretty much. You don't want heavy duty paint. You want this to pour out, and it should be able to pour. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to mess up the canvas real quick. This pours out, okay? So, all right? You don't want any thick acrylic paint. This is cheap. You can get this from Amazon, the dollar store, Michael's, okay? This type of paint, all right? For this arts and crafts project. So you can also, okay? So this is already moving around without the water, okay? It's not moving fast enough, but it's already moving, as you can see. It's kind of dripping, okay? Now, we added water, so a lot of people like to experiment and see what happens. So let's see what happens with ours, okay? So just start pouring all the colors on there. Just dump them on. You don't have to be, it doesn't matter where you put them. Okay? Make sure you fill up the canvas, and you can pour into different spots. Just keep going. All right. Get some yellow. I'm gonna add some more green. The green is too thin. It's making a mess. This is really messy, so you see how it's dripping? Make sure it's even too. You don't want one side to be like one top of the cup's different from the other. Just keep covering up till you're done. I have to get my edges. You can do as many layers of this as you want as well. And then just move it around, okay? So once the colors combine, they're going to create new colors. So that's the one with water. The one with glue is going to be a little thicker, okay? All right. And then I'm going to lift it up and let it drip down. It's going to make a mess, but... And you just want to swirl it around until you get what you want, okay? Just keep moving it around. All right. And that's the one with water, the acrylic pour with water, okay? So this one gives you a little, it's thinner, okay? It is a little thinner. And the colors are going together a little bit more, okay? But isn't that cool? And you just let that sit there and dry, all right? It's acrylic paint, so it should dry quick. Now, I did put a lot of water in that one, but yeah. So that's the lesson for today, an acrylic pour with water, okay? You can also do it with, like I said, glue, almost glue. See how it's dripping. Almost glue is gonna make it thicker. You can get pouring medium, which is what I usually use. But today we just use water, so. All right, that's the acrylic pour lesson. So make sure you guys take pictures, send me pictures of your work, and I'll see you next class. So welcome back to Open Minds at Creative Alliance. I'm Miss Jasmine, and today's lesson is going to be an acrylic pour. An acrylic pour is basically you pouring acrylic paint onto the canvas. Okay, there's a couple of methods you can use for this. You can use water. You can add water to your acrylic paint to help it pour easily. Or you can just use acrylic paint straight out the bottle. Or you can get a pouring medium from Michael's or any art supply store, okay? I recently did a video with with water. I added water, okay? So here's that example. It's still drying. The water one is a little flushed out, and it depends on how much water you add, okay? I'm gonna let it's still drying. You see how cool that is? okay? It's like a rainbow, okay? So for this one, we're just going to do just the acrylic paint right out of the bottle, okay? You're going to need, okay, cheap acrylic paint for this one. You don't want any heavy duty paint. Okay, the heavy duty paint is not going to pour out. You're going to have to add pouring medium, which we actually don't have. I used all of mine. Haven't gotten any recently, so so for you guys, for the kiddos, we're just going to use the apple barrel, okay, paint. All right. So you got a pack with different colors. So pick whatever colors you want. You can use all the colors. I'm going to use the bright colors again. I'm not going to use black, white, or brown, or gray. I didn't want any of that in my picture. You can do a black, white, and gray and brown one if you want. It's up to you. Okay, you're going to need your canvas. I have my second canvas here. Okay, this is one that I already had. If you guys want to go to the store and grab another one, a stretched canvas, a small one, or a pack, you can. I do know that we have the panels in the bag. If you want to use that, you can as well. I do want to save that for our other lesson, but it's up to you. I'm just trying to show you different methods for the acrylic pour, so that's why I have another one here. This one's a little bigger than the other one I used. All right? You want to put something down underneath, a paper towel, a drying rack, a plastic bag, anything to protect it from the surface. You're going to need some cups. My cups are already messed up because I just did a acrylic pour. You're going to need 4 cups. Okay. You're going to need popsicle sticks if you have them, or something to stir it with. You can use the watercolor paintbrush we have in our kits. I'm going to use that brush if you want. I'm going to use popsicle sticks for mine. Mine is already set up. And you're going to need a cup for each color, okay? You can use 1 cup, okay? We're going to use 1 cup for this one, all right? And this also, you can look this up. It's called acrylic pour or dirty pour. These are very fun to do. You can do small ones or big ones. If you do, like I said, if you do a big one, you're going to need way more paint and supplies than this, okay? What else do we need? We need water, just in case we want to clean anything up. Okay, a cup of water would be great. And I think that's it. Make sure you have napkins on hand. My hands are already messed up. You can use gloves if you want. If you don't want to get messy, just take the gloves off and throw them in the trash, all right? So let's get started. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you elevate and lift up your canvas so it won't get stuck to whatever you're painting on, okay? So we're going to use 4 cups. Like I said, mine are already messed up. So 1, hopefully it's and make sure they're evenly placed. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and sit your canvas on there just like that. Just that simple. Make sure it's even. All right, so the paint is going to drip on the sides and everything. And then we're going to, I'm going to pour one of these out in here. Hold on, I'm sorry guys. I didn't have an extra empty cup. Okay. So for this one, actually, we're gonna pour it straight onto the canvas, okay? So pick all your colors that you want to use. So I'm using yellow, green, okay, some purple in there, blue, my teal, some red, some pink, and some orange. Okay, so we're not going to put water in this one, so it's going to be thicker, and it's going to take a little bit longer to move around the canvas, okay, because you're pouring it straight on there. All right, so let's just get started. Just open up your color you want to start with and just start pouring on there. Okay, I'm going to do like this, just swirl it around. And it's going to start moving around, okay? So you see it moving, it's dripping. Okay? And you can just randomly pick different colors, okay? Just go around the canvas. I don't have any type of plan here, I'm just throwing the paint on there. Got some orange here. I want mine to be like vibrant and summery, well, spring too. Our theme is spring for open minds right now, so that's why I want to make it so colorful. Okay. What else? Green here, some green. Make sure you cover your whole canvas, okay? Let's see here. We got purple. Make sure you get in the spaces where you didn't put too much paint yet. Okay. You may have to get another pack of paint from the dollar store or Amazon or Michael's. So I am kind of using a lot. And some red. Add some red in here. And this one is kind of messy, so don't be afraid of the paint. And let's start swirling this around. So here's the pouring part. Well, we already did the pouring part, I'm sorry. Here's where you get creative. You want to swirl your canvas around, okay? It's going to move slowly because we didn't add any medium to it. So it's going to take a minute, okay? So you do what you want with it. So I'm just going to swirl mine. Just move it around a little bit, okay? So I'm going to let it drip to this side. My hands are going to be a mess. So just let it drip. See it moving slowly. See, there we go. Okay? And now the colors are going to go together and make new colors again, okay? So cool. So then you want to flip it around and do it this way. Okay. It's going to go slow because this one's way thicker than the one with water. We're going to lift these up and compare them, okay? Then you want to go this way, turn it horizontal, okay? I usually will be standing up, but since I'm teaching, I'm just going to stay sitting down. See, now it's making new lines. It's going to be really shiny too. And then turn it the other way. Okay. And let that drip to the end. Like I said, it's going to take a minute, so, set aside some time for this one. Because the one with water went quickly. Because you diluted it. You basically made the paint thinner so it moved around easier. Okay. And then you can go in and add more paint if you want. Okay. But it's fun watching this and enjoying the process. So it's some spaces down there that I'm trying to get covered up because I must have missed those spots when I was pouring the paint. You can turn it this way, diagonal. Just keep swirling it around, really. So take some time out and look up acrylic pour uh, paintings. You can look them up on YouTube. You can look them up on Google, and look up some artists. They do amazing abstract acrylic pour paintings. Uh-oh. So now I'm going to go this way because there's a white space right there. Okay. This is giving like a disco vibe. I love it. Like a 70s type of feel. And let it drip until everything is covered. Okay, and now we're gonna go this way. So whatever area you see is not covered, try to drip, let the paint drip down to that area, okay? Just keep turning your canvas around. And this one's gonna be heavier than the one we used with water because we just used the paint straight out the bottle, and the paint is not as diluted with the water, like I said. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna add some paint to the corner because it's taking a little too long for me. So let that drip, okay? Oops. Make sure your cups are even, put them back where they were if you moved them. I think this looks really nice. My hands are a mess. Okay, I'm gonna go in, just pick a color. I'm going to do yellow. Just going to add some yellow to the spaces that I missed. Okay. So when you do this on bigger canvases, you definitely want to get something like Elmer's glue or pouring medium, okay? Because it won't take as long. It'll spread across the canvas a little quicker instead of you just using the acrylic paint straight out of the bottle, okay? So now I'm gonna do it again. Oops. And be careful because the edges have paint on, so now they're like slippery. I just wanna let it drip. This looks so cool. And just enjoy the process. This is a process, so you just want to enjoy it, okay? I know it's taking a minute. I'm going to add a little bit more paint to the white space because it's moving slow. Well, I'm gonna add teal this time. This corner is giving me trouble here. And the end result is going to be pretty shiny since this is that type of acrylic paint. So you see the corner there? I just wanted to get that corner done. And everything's pretty much covered. Okay. So there's my final, sorry there's a glare from the ring light. There's my final product. Turn that way, keep going. Right. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, so let's look at this one. This one has thick, we just used the paint right out of the bottle. We didn't add any water. It's thicker, still shiny. So let's look at this one, okay? I love this one. I think I like this one better than the one with water. The colors weren't diluted. They're still the same vibrant colors that they were in the bottle. So I love this one, okay? Let's take a look at the one I did with water. This is cool for, you know, if you want to do a background, like a cloudy background, like, or an ocean to start off. As you can see, so that one's, as you can see in the corner, I didn't put as much water in the yellow, so it's thicker. It's just sitting there. Okay, now you see it's dripping, okay? So let that dry. Oh, I made a little mess up. I'm gonna add some paint in here because I touched it by accident. So go and trip it. Tread it, trip this one. This is such a fun project. You can do a lot of these, okay? Get a pack of canvas from like Michael or something, or Dollar Store, or Plaza. And just make a couple of these and put them up on your wall, okay? So when you're done, just go in and double check, make sure you didn't miss any spots. I missed a couple, so I'm gonna add some paint. Sometimes they will dry and the spot will still be white, so. And just take a look at how the colors blend. So like with yellow and purple, you know, those are complementary colors, right? So they're creating brown, okay, if they blend. If you blend all the colors, you're gonna have like a mushy color. If you just mix this with a brush, it would make like a brown or something. But we're gonna let them sit there and just dry just like this, okay? This is really nice. And, oh, I missed another spot. So I'm gonna just double check and make sure you didn't miss anything. And of course, don't overdo it, but I'm gonna make sure mine is covered. Okay. And tilt it again. And here's our final product. Okay. And there we have it, an acrylic pour with the paint just straight out of the bottle, okay? So have fun with these. Be sure to take pictures, okay? Take pictures of your artwork. Send me the pictures of you standing next to the artwork if you want, maybe on the easel. And then, yeah, do a couple of them if you want. This is really a fun arts and crafts project. You can also do this outside, okay? So you won't make a mess inside your parents' house. All right, and let that sit there and dry. It may take a minute, okay, because there's so much paint, but just keep checking on it. It may take a while. All right, guys, I will see you next class. My hands are a mess. Have a good day, and thank you for joining me. Bye.